Anyway, one man dominating the headlines this morning, and it's not Richard Osman. Manchester United have announced that Marcus Rashford has taken responsibility. Well, who else would?
Yeah, that was good of him.
Over his night out in Belfast before the FA Cup clash last weekend. He missed United's 4-2 win over Newport on Sunday, having been pictured partying in Belfast a few days earlier. Jason Cundy was alongside Jamie O'Hara on the sports bar last night and had this to say about Rashford.
Marcus Rashford, clearly, from what we know, is the right type of character. Right?
Yes.
He's done what he's done at Manchester United. Something's going wrong at United at the minute. Something is going badly wrong for someone like Marcus Rashford to think that it's like. So we know how close and how proud his mum is of what he did during COVID. I wonder what his mum's thinking now. He was on the front page 2.5 years ago for sorting out children's meals during COVID, making the government, almost embarrassing the government. Now he's embarrassing the Rashford name.
Well, obviously, Coist, it goes without saying that it's a mess with a capital M.
Oh, it's a shambles.
I mean, first of all, before today's papers, and by the way, 2 days in a row where the front page of the national newspapers has been dominated by an England player, that's embarrassing in itself. But United released a statement saying he's taken full responsibility for his actions. But I always said it there, well, what sort of statement is that? Who the heck else would take responsibility for his actions?
It's a statement of fact. It's kind of stating the bleeding obvious, really, isn't it?
Certainly
I mean,
is,
I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing he won't be keeping in touch with that barmaid that seems to have stuck him in it. But that aside, I don't know what he's thinking. I absolutely do not know what he's thinking. I mean, Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs in the world, focuses on you all the time, on and off the pitch. Doesn't he? I know he's trying to get away. I know he had a birthday party. I keep saying it, a birthday party in Manchester. He caught, so he decides to fly private jet to Belfast or whatever it was. I mean, I don't know. Does he not realise there's nothing these guys can do nowadays? Mobile phones. It's just you can't move. And the fact of the matter is, if you're a United player right now, you need to keep your head down and get your job done.
Well, particularly him.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm staggered. I don't know. I sense, Jeff, I don't know if you sense it yourself. It seems to me a little bit could be the straw that breaks the camel's back, to be honest.
Point of no return. That's the note I'd made here.
That's what it looks like to me. Now, I haven't. Maybe you have. All the Manchester United fans that I spoke to and message in, I haven't yet seen a message of support saying, the lads, or whatever he is. Everybody says enough's enough. Yeah. I don't know, it's staggering. And I said to you yesterday, I just think it's probably time now where he has to go to pastures new and try and get himself going again, because the Marcus Rashford that I've seen this season, and I've seen him a good few times. I mean, I saw him up at Newcastle. Dear me. I mean, Wigan was bad enough, but Newcastle, Jeff, I could not believe what I was watching. Him in the centre forward, could not believe it. And he just needs to go and wait and maybe get a fresh challenge and try and get himself going again, because it's not working.
So, United fans, do you think Rashford is worth persevering with? Is he worth keeping? 03717 223344. Give us a call for Gareth Southgate. We're just 6 months away from Euro 2024. Will Marcus Rashford be in the squad of 23 players? Only 23, remember, this time round.
I'm just thinking, does he do it? Did he sometimes name a couple more at the start and two dropped out, if you know what I mean? That kind of thing. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, I think I said it yesterday. Well, he's certainly not there in form for me. And, he can't. There'll be a question mark whether he's there in behaviour at this moment in time. But in form, no, come on. I mean, I mentioned yesterday, Jeff, Saka's dipped a little bit, but he's still miles ahead of Rashford in terms of, I would think, in terms of, and I know Gareth's loyal. Anthony Gordon, yeah, he's got a different class.
Jared Bowen
all day.
His attitude is spot on.
Absolutely. And Foden and Grealish and boys like that, I've got to say, I think there's a massive question mark over him being in that squad.
Absolutely. Obviously, you're off to Villa Newcastle this evening, 5 live games. tonight. Forest, Arsenal, Luton, Brighton, Fulham, Everton, Palace, Sheffield United, all relevant to the bottom of the table.
Yeah.
But I mean, for you, Villa, Newcastle, have we got to the stage at Newcastle yet? They're 14 points behind Villa. I mean, the top 4 looks impossible. Is it all of the eggs in the FA Cup basket?
I would have thought so. You know, beaten, was it last year's League Cup? They got beaten. Was it United beaten League Cup? If I recall. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I actually think they'll improve. I know the good result down at Fulham. I actually think they will improve because they'll get players back, and I think the games will calm down for them. But I mean, the top 4, I think that's gone, Jeff, and I think you're absolutely right. I think the FA Cup's the big one for them.
Yeah.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.